Have you ever found yourself looking out the window, wondering if others have it better? You see someone else's life and think, if only I had what they have, maybe I'd be happier. But what if I told you that the happiness you're searching for might already be right in front of you? Today, let's explore a powerful story that will change the way you see your own life. Meet Aiko and Hiroshi, a couple in their late 30s living in the heart of Osaka with their 2 young children. Their days are filled with endless chores, diaper changes, and trying to catch even a moment of rest. It's a life full of love, yes, but also exhaustion. Aiko often feels like the spark that once lit up her life has been replaced by sleepless nights and the demands of raising a family. The days blur together, and she wonders if there's more to life than this constant cycle of chores and chaos. One day, something changes. Aiko notices a new couple who have moved into the apartment across the narrow street. From her window, she gets a glimpse into their world. At first, it's just a casual glance, but soon, she's captivated. The couple, Yuki and Kenji, are young, carefree, and full of joy. They spend their evenings dancing, laughing, and savoring every moment. To Aiko, their lives seem perfect, filled with freedom and fun. Watching them feels like peering into a world she used to know, but has long since forgotten. Before long, Aiko's casual glances turn into a daily ritual. She finds herself watching Yuki and Kenji at every opportunity. It becomes almost an obsession. While her own life feels mundane and exhausting, their world seems carefree and full of light. As Aiko becomes more absorbed in their lives, she starts comparing her own reality to what she sees through that window. The joyful laughter and carefree dancing she observes only amplify her own sense of loss. The gap between her life and theirs feels like a canyon. Aiko's obsession doesn't stay hidden for long. Hiroshi tries to lift her spirits, suggesting they bring some fun back into their own lives. But Aiko's frustration spills over. She snaps, telling him how much she misses the excitement they once had. Feeling the growing distance between them, Hiroshi attempts to reconnect, but Aiko is too wrapped up in longing for a life that isn't hers. It's as if she's forgotten to appreciate what's right in front of her. Just when Aiko's envy for the young couple hits its peak, everything takes a sudden, unexpected turn. One evening, as Aiko peers through her window, she notices something unsettling. Kenji, the once lively young man, is lying on the couch, barely moving. Yuki, usually full of laughter, now sits silently by his side, her face filled with worry. The carefree life that Aiko had envied so much seems to crumble overnight. The laughter, the dancing, the joy, it all disappears, replaced by darkness and silence. For the first time, Aiko sees a side of their life she had never imagined. And she can't look away. Suddenly, Aiko's obsession turns into something else entirely. The perfect life she thought they had. It's shattered, revealing a reality far more fragile than she could have ever imagined. As the days go by, Aiko continues to watch, but now with a heavy heart. Kenji's health deteriorates, and Aiko can't help but feel the pain that Yuki is going through. The vibrant couple she once envied is now struggling with something far beyond her understanding. This realization hits Aiko like a tidal wave. She thought she knew their story, but it was only the surface. The envy that had consumed her begins to dissolve, replaced by something deeper, empathy. For the first time, she sees them not as characters in her own fantasy but as real people, with real struggles. Aiko starts to question her own life. Had she been taking her own blessings for granted all this time? The love, the laughter, the little moments with her family, maybe they were more precious than she had ever realized. But Aiko can't just watch from a distance anymore. She feels a pull to do something, to reach out. Summoning all her courage, she crosses the street and knocks on Yuki's door. Her heart pounds as she waits, wondering if she's making a mistake. The two women sit together in the dimly lit apartment, the air heavy with grief. Yuki reveals the heartbreaking truth: Kenji has passed away. But just as Aiko is about to express her condolences, Yuki shares something completely unexpected. With tears in her eyes, Yuki confesses, "You know, Kenji and I used to watch you and your family too. We envied the life you had, the laughter of your children, the love that filled your home. To us, it seemed like you had everything we were missing." In that moment, Aiko realizes that while she had been longing for their carefree lifestyle, Yuki and Kenji had been yearning for the very things she had taken for granted. The truth hits her like a bolt of lightning: sometimes, what we see is just an illusion. The real treasures are often right under our noses. Aiko steps back into her own home, and for the first time, she sees it with new eyes. The noisy dinners, the chaotic mornings, the endless toys scattered across the floor, these aren't burdens. They're blessings. They're the moments that make up a life filled with love. From that day on, Aiko decides to let go of the comparisons, the envy, the constant longing for a life that isn't hers. She embraces the beautiful chaos of her own life, understanding that true contentment comes from appreciating the present moment. The next time you catch yourself looking at someone else's life and feeling that pang of envy, remember Aiko's story. You never know the struggles hidden behind someone else's window. The happiness you seek might already be right there, in your own imperfect, messy, wonderful life. Life is never perfect, but it's filled with moments of beauty if we choose to see them. It's easy to get lost in comparisons, wishing for someone else's story. But the secret to happiness isn't found in someone else's life, it's found in cherishing your own. Thank you for joining me today. If this story resonated with you, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content focused on finding joy and peace in the everyday. Remember, the view from your own window is more beautiful than you might think.